In this video I'm going to show you how to install and configure Breon Lone Worker Safety application for Android and use further. On the Play Store, if you can search for Breon LWS, as you see there, the blue icon, Breon LWS, and I'll just hit that there and it brings up the Breon LWS page. Install. We just wait for this to download. Should be relatively quick. Note the spelling of the application when searching. Installing and open. And from here we're asked to agree and continue to the functions of the application, and we're taken through to login page, and this is asking for the GUID and password for your asset. The GUID is the same as the GUID presented on the startup screen of your InReach device. If you need help with your locating your GUID, get in contact with us, support@breontelematics.com.au. Just before I go into log on, I will take you through to applications. We're looking for apps here. Breon Lone Worker Safety, notifications on. Just ensure that those two other are selected on and go back. Permissions. Location will be pause app activity. If you could just remove that, and we'll go through to the application from here, and I'll enter it's previously saved and it's just blocked from your view, my GUID and password login. It asks for precise location while using the app. If you could allow while using the app and allow all the time. And back through to the application. And what we're looking at here is a request to move through to the sign-on management page. I'll just introduce the hamburger button in the top left-hand corner. And we have sign-on management. That is the area where you sign on and off. That's sign-on management, as you can see there. Dashboard is available to you when you're signed on. And settings. The contact name, contact phone number. This is the contact details set against the asset in system. So this is the person looking to be safety monitored. This is a free text field and editable. This contact number is your mobile number, no spaces. We can select a safety template to work with from the application. I'll just roll back from there. I'm on a 21 minute. The name of this safety template is Breon Dev 21 minutes, and I'll just move through to this one, and it shows us a different safety timer and sign off timer, which is your requirement to check in, safety timer, and your requirement to sign off if you sign on 16 hours. So you'll need to check in inside that 16 hours and sign off inside 16 hours to avoid an off-duty safety event, which is a failure to sign out. We can also work with tracking. 5-minute intervals is set at the moment as default, and I can move that through to 10. I won't. I'll just keep it at 5 and save that. Oh, no, I won't save that detail. I'll just move back to Breon Dev 21 and save that detail for myself. Save successfully, and go through to our hamburger button in the top left hand corner again, sign on management, and pressing sign on. And we just talking with the system, and we come back with the information regarding our, I'll just bring that through and show that we have an event sign on via SMS, and a little bit of information about our monitoring here. Please check in by 12:14 this morning, and I can enter a note. This note goes through to help@breon.com, and it's the same as responding to help@breon from your InReach device. It's a note that's presented in the console for operations regarding your current status. Current status is presented there as normal because we've just logged on. If we were in safety, it would represent safety there. If we were in SOS, it would represent SOS there. And we see we've got our next check-in due timer counting down there. You can check in at any time. If you check in, it will reset that timer. And we're just waiting for a response from the system. We have our response from the system, and there's the SMS coming through regarding the check-in we just performed. Let's look at the rest of the application. We've signed on, we've checked in. We can also call for non-emergency assistance. I've clicked the icon up the top here. You can also slide back and forth on the white screen. So I'm in assist. I can request assistance from here. Quite simply press that button, request assistance, and it will change status in the system to assist. And we can cancel, and there's the notification regarding request for assistance coming through from the system via SMS to myself as the recipient. You may or may not choose for that configuration, but it sends through to the notification recipients set in your safety template. Cancel assistance request. And we have the same for hazard. And we have the ability to choose hazard duration, 30, 60, 90, 120 minutes are available from there. And start hazard monitoring if I was to do that. And it would present status as in hazard monitoring for the next X amount of minutes as per our selection for duration. And we also move across to SOS. And quite simply, it's a matter of entering any SOS details if you've got the time capability to do that. And enter SOS. Waiting for our status to change to SOS, and we have a current status of SOS presented for us there, and we are now in SOS, as we can see from the SMS notification there. And cancel SOS as needed. And we can roll back to our check-in. And what that's doing essentially is when you're coming in and out of the different status, assist, hazard, and SOS, it will reset your safety timer upon cancelling any of those. And back to normal monitoring here, status normal, as per requested. Again, I can check in at any time, and if I check in, it will reset that check-in timer. If I sign out, I can sign back in and giving me the full duration for shift timer once more on sign on. The hamburger button in the left hand top corner and sign on management. Sign off is what I'm looking for here, so I will click that.